program in the country. It was just ranked. Number 2 this year by U.S. News and World Report in its list of the best part-time MBA programs. These students are outstanding. As I've told you, we are very, very proud of them. Our evening weekend MBA students complete the program over 3 years, while most are fully employed. As well, many of the students have families, of course, and most of them make the difficult commute from all parts of the Bay Area and beyond the Bay Area. I don't know how they do it all. They do manage superbly, I can tell you that. We are especially proud of the motivated, energetic, and multi-talented professional students that this program attracts. And as you know, Shantanu Narayan was among their ranks some years ago. It is now my pleasure to present the Evening and Weekend MBA Award for the outstanding academic performance. This is given to the student in the program with the highest grade point average, GPA. This year's award winner is Amit Ashok Gokhale, who will graduate with an impressive grade point average of 3.972. Yikes. Okay. I'm sorry I don't have any more digits on that number. That was... Amit has focused his academic and professional career in the energy industry. He holds both a bachelor's and a PhD degree in chemical engineering. We attract some amazing people here, folks. During his time at Haas, he has made practical use of the knowledge gained here through new technology commercialization efforts in his job at BP Corporate Treasury, or Corporate Technology Group, excuse me. Amit is passionate about managing technology. He plans to remain in the energy industry, focusing on renewables and energy efficiency. Congratulations, Amit. Our evening and weekend MBA speaker. The student speaker is Rick Silvestrini. In the classroom, Rick focused on entrepreneurship and innovation. Outside the school, he developed an appreciation for Bhangra, a genre of popular music associated with Punjabi culture. While hanging out with his classmates from the South Bay, he currently is a global product marketing manager for YouTube monetization at Google. Rick's career goals are currently in stealth mode, my notes say. But I can say that his pinnacle aspiration is to one day be interviewed by NPR, ideally by Terry Gross, as a result of achieving something awesome. So, tremendous clarity in career goals, which is why we admitted him. Ladies and gentlemen, the evening and weekend MBA program speaker, Rick Silvestrini.
Thank you, Dean Lyons, for that tremendous introduction. To the MBA class of 2012, in a couple of minutes, we'll walk across this stage and be handed diplomas from the University of California's Haas School of Business, and then we'll have to earn them. Graduating, it turns out, is the easy part. I'll get to that, but first, friends and classmates, you are among the finest and most heroic people I've ever met. I'm humbled to know you and honored to be speaking on your behalf. And I want you to know that I have painstakingly prepared this address as I would any final presentation for a class. Meaning, I started late last night, and after a happy hour with my coworkers ran long. I drank a can of Red Bull and a shot of 5-Hour Energy. Spent 45 minutes trying to decide the right PowerPoint template, and ultimately decided to get up here and just wing it. These are just some notes I copied down from Rajat and Michelle a few minutes ago. I owe you guys a picture at Henry's after this, so thanks. Friends, commencement is one of those rare moments in life where the past, present, and future come together in symmetric perfection. We gather to celebrate the past 3 years of hard work and hard-won accomplishments. We look with hope toward bright futures and new opportunities. And we pause in the here and now to reflect as our lives pivot around this day. Perhaps most importantly, we say thanks. Thanks to our loved ones who supported us and sacrificed for us along the way. Because although we were the ones in the classrooms, it was our husbands and wives, our boyfriends and girlfriends, our parents and siblings. And for many of us, it was our children who paid the price, when we were simply less available as evenings and weekends disappeared into accounting exams and strategy papers. To the families and loved ones, today is every bit as much yours as it is ours. We can never thank you enough, and in some circumstances, especially mine, we can never apologize enough. But we love you, and we all owe you. Oh, and kids, today would be an excellent opportunity to hit up mommy and daddy for that really, really big toy. I guess the same advice goes for the husbands and wives. Tonight, ask for something extra special from your recent graduate. For my part, I dedicate this address to my mother and father, to my brother and sister, to Eli, and to Aaron. There's another group that we have to thank today, our professors. I hope we'll each take the time to say a personal thank you to that amazing professor whose class we were lucky to attend. Nothing means more to a true educator than the recognition and thanks from their former students. And since I have the microphone right now, I'd like to say a personal thank you to Peter Goodson, Toby Stewart, Alan Olivo, Steve Blank, and a guy I once referred to as a twisted sadist after bombing his finance exam, Greg LeBlanc. Today, we must also pause to reflect on why we undertook this journey in the first place. Many of us pursued our MBAs to get better jobs and launch new careers. And those may be the reasons why we started, but the most important thing about an education is how it changes us, the way it reframes our view of the world and our purpose within it. And if that's the case, then we are not now the people who began this program, and we have to ask again, why did we do this? I'll get to that as well. When America and the world look for the next big thing, they look to California. They turn their eyes to the Bay Area for a glimpse of tomorrow's magic. Just by being here, we're helping to reinvent the world every day. We work for biotech companies that invent miracles. Our communications technologies are democratizing free speech and spreading ideas everywhere. Clean energy, sustainable, socially conscious businesses, microfinance nonprofits. I could go on and on and on. But the point is, no matter what we do individually, the world looks to us collectively for leadership on change and innovation. And I think that calls us to go beyond ourselves, to meet a higher standard. But you know, the world has a perception about what getting an MBA means. And you may be shocked, I tell you, to learn that many people think we should be immediately shipped to white-collar prisons after receiving our degrees today. My father, in fact, is the proudest and most supportive parent in the world, and he stood behind me my entire life. The only time I've ever disappointed him was the day I told him I was going back to my MBA. Of course, he's an engineer, and we all know how difficult you engineers can be. Yes, Senthil, I'm talking about you. But I digress. As I've said, the most important thing about an education is how it changes us. Yeah, but that's also the most dangerous thing. If we focus only on maximizing shareholder value, if we fit the entire world into narrow statistical models, and if we assume that we know everything because we have 3 little letters after our name. The business headlines over the past 6 years have been one case study after another about what not to do with your MBA. This advice may seem obvious, but please, 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 don't be that guy. Remember that before we were managers or had MBAs, we were human beings first. And that's really the point. The world needs a new generation of innovative, ethical leaders, of human leaders. And hopefully, that's the path we're on thanks to Haas. The Haas difference is our values. Question the status quo. Beyond yourself. Confidence without attitude. Students always. Yeah, we laugh at those posters that Dean Lyons tacked up in our classrooms because they look like an assignment from an intro to Photoshop class. I know we have a budget crisis, Dean, but you have the CEO of Adobe right here. And maybe we can call it a favor from your buddy for some help. I don't know. But regardless of the posters, those ideals define our culture, our community, and hopefully who we will be as leaders. I can't answer for any of you, but that's why I pursued an MBA, and that's why I came to Haas. Of course, at the beginning, I was just looking for a better job. Only now do I realize that what I was really looking for was a way to change my life, and I could not have done that on my own. My life has been immeasurably enriched from this experience, and most importantly, from knowing all of you. As I've said, we'll shortly have to begin earning our degrees, because the value of an MBA isn't how you got it, it's what you do once you have it. It's up to us to carry the Haas legacy forward, and I can think of no better way than living out those simple human values. And so I implore us all to question the status quo of today and every day hereafter. Let us strive to go beyond ourselves for the betterment of humanity. And let us go forward confidently, but without attitude, into the world to continue learning and growing as students always. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rick.